Hi everyone, my name is Maddi and I work as a peer advisor within CST's Office of Academic Advising. Today, we will be using our three resources, the Bulletin, the Major Flowcharts, and DARS to create a successful academic plan. To organize our plan, we will use the semester by semester academic planning Excel sheet. This is the sheet given to you in your CST first year seminar, as well as transfer seminars. Today, I will demonstrate how to make the academic plan for a biology major with a pre-calculus math start. So first off, I'm going to show you this Excel sheet so you can see what I'm talking about. So it looks a little bit like this. It's organized by your fall and spring semesters, and then the subsequent years after you would start here at Temple. And there's also an option to add optional summer courses. And you can see that if I add a credit here, it will total here, and then it will also total your credits at the bottom in red. So you'll know exactly how many credits you are at in this planning sheet and how far away you will be from your graduation credit of 123 or 124. So real quick, you'll want to put your full name here, your major. The cool thing about the major is it's a drop down, and then also there's room for a second major or a minor and a certificate. Okay, so now let's get started and make sure you have your flowcharts pulled up for the major like this. And you'll also want your bulletin. We can look at the requirements and the academic plan to get a better sense of what courses go in which order, as well as the correct name for them and what their description is. And then also you'll want your DARS pulled up. So we will start here with our flowchart. You can see that this is the Math 1022 flowchart for the Biology BS. So this is a pre-calculus math start. And firstly, before we do anything, we'll want to start by listing our major courses in the correct order because our major courses are a priority. So you can see in this fall semester, we'll have Math 1022, Chem 1031 and 1033, and this SATC 1001, which is the first year seminar. So real quick, I'm going to go ahead and put these major courses into our Excel sheet because normally this is the order in which you would take them based on prerequisites and co-requisites from this math start. All right, so I have added in the classes for our major requirements for the first semester. You would be planning this plan at Temple. And real quick, I want to show you the bulletin. So the flowchart is good because it lists all the courses in order based on the prerequisites. If you wanted to know the actual name of the course, as well as how many credits it's worth, you should go to the bulletin. And you can see that this first semester in the bulletin, even though it says Calculus 1 here, it goes right along with our flowchart. So now I'm going to fill in the rest of the semesters using the bulletin and the flowchart with just our major requirements. Okay, so now I have used the bulletin and the flowchart to fill in all of my major requirements. So right here, you can see that these major requirements total 74 credits, which is nowhere near the 123 that you need. So next, because all of our major requirements are done, we can now start with our gen ed requirements. So here we can go back to the bulletin. And we can see that each semester, a certain amount of general education or any free elective credits are listed. So if we go to our sheet, we can see that our first semester, we only have 9 credits of major requirements. So here would be a good spot to start adding in those general education courses. And so if the first semester on the bulletin said we could take around 6 credits, putting in 2 gen ed courses to equal 6 credits, so 3 credits each, would get us to 15 credits, which is full-time for the semester, and it's a great credit range to be in. So I'm going to go ahead and add in some of the general education courses. Firstly, we do want to show you that while you are planning your gen eds, it would be a good idea to consult your DARs, as everyone has maybe some transfer credit that they took with them or any AP credit. So if you do have some credit like that, you might want to look at your DARs to see if any of that credit came in and fulfilled a gen ed course. So as you can see here, maybe I had a class for race and diversity gen ed, and so that is fulfilled, but my human behavior course still needs to be fulfilled. So as you are going through these semesters at Temple, you might want to look at your DARs to make sure that you're not fulfilling a gen ed twice, or you know the gen ed that you still have to take a course for, as you can pick and choose which gen ed you want every semester, but you only need one gen ed course for each category of gen ed. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll fill in the gen ed courses in our sheet, and then I will get back to you. Okay, so using DARS and the bulletin, I went through and I added each category of gen ed to our plan here in the Excel document. But as you can see here, we're still only at 100 credits, and some of these semesters we're not planning to be full-time. So somewhere we need to add 23 credits in order to get to that either 123 or 124 that you teach to graduate. So that is when we could add any extra courses, such as a minor or certificate requirements, or any other courses of interest you'd like to take. If you're not sure if you want to complete a minor or a certificate, or don't know what courses you might be interested in taking later on, that's definitely okay. You can put in course of interest to remind you to take this at a later date. Okay, so that's what I will do now. I will go through and I will put course of interest somewhere in here, in those semesters that are kind of lighter, so we can get to 123 credits. All right, so now as you can see, we are at 123 credits. All I have done is I've added a couple courses of interest here, and then each semester it looks like we would be taking around 15 to 16 credits with those couple of courses of interest added. So now, because we are at 123 credits, that is all a regular CST student, not being TU Teach, needs to take to graduate. TU Teach again need to take 124. So it looks like we are done, but before we say we're completed, we just want to make sure we go back and we check our bulletin. We can look at all of the requirements as well as the general education requirements to make sure that we have everything on our sheet. Another thing you might want to do is to check your major sheet that advising gave you, or you can meet with your academic advisor just to make sure that you're on the right track with your academic planning. Should your schedule need any kind of adjustments, with repeats or other academic concerns, you should meet with an academic advisor as soon as possible to discuss those changes and again to make sure you're on the right track.